Solar cell. A solar cell is the most convenient example of radiant energy to potential energy conversion. When the light radiated from the sun falls on the solar panel, the panel absorbs the radiation and converts the radiation into electrical charges, processing the potential energy. The potential energy processed by the electrical charges stored in the solar cell is further converted into heat or light energy. Solar water heater. The solar water heater utilizes solar radiation to heat the water. The panel absorbed the radiated sunlight fitted to the tank. The panel converts the radiant energy into electrical potential energy, which is further converted as the heat energy is transferred to the water. Photosynthesis. The plant utilizes sunlight for the process of photosynthesis. The plants absorb the light radiated from the sun and then release the oxygen to the atmosphere and utilize carbon dioxide to form carbohydrates stored in the leaves and roots of the plant. Thus, radiant energy is converted into chemical potential energy through photosynthesis. The heat generated due to friction. Every object possesses friction, which restricts its motion. When a moving object possesses large friction, heat is radiated between the object and the moving surface. The heat thus generated by the friction makes the object stop its motion. The object in the stationary state always possesses potential energy. Hence, by stopping the motion of the object, the heat produced due to friction sets an example of radiant energy to potential energy conversion. Food cooked in a microwave oven. Microwave ovens are used for cooking and baking food. The microwave is radiated in the cooking chamber of the oven. As the radiation falls on the food, heat is generated, and the food gets cooked. The cooked food is rich in carbohydrates, proteins, and other nutrients stored in the food as chemical potential energy. X-ray scanning image. To detect the fracture or any defect inside the body tissue, X-rays are used. X-ray carries the radiant energy when it falls on the body tissue. The X-ray beam shoots the body and travels along with the soft tissue. The X-ray scanner machine is attached to the detector, which can produce the image by interacting with a film. Thus, traveled X-ray beam inside the body produces the image in the thin film. The heat emitted by the barbecue grill. In the barbecue grilling process, the natural gas undergoes a chemical reaction in the furnace, and thus, radiant energy in the form of heat is generated. The heat generated in the grill cooks our food and keeps the food warm as long as the grill radiates the heat. The cooked food stores the potential energy. Thus, barbecue grill is considered as an example of radiant energy to potential energy. Ultraviolet radiation. In the previous example, we have discussed the radiant energy from the converted as potential energy. Several artificial ultraviolet radiation sources emit radiation that is converted into potential energy. Phototherapy is the best example of radiant energy into potential energy using UV radiation. Phototherapy utilizes the exposure of the body to fluorescent UV radiation. This technique is mainly used in the treatment of jaundice in newborns. By exposing the infant to UV radiation, the body absorbs the radiation from the source and stores it inside the body, thus helping the body oxidize the bilirubin component from the blood and thus eliminate it. Infrared radiation. Infrared radiation is used as a catalyst in many chemical reactions. For easy splitting of a water molecule into oxygen and hydrogen molecule, IR radiation is used as the catalyst. When the IR radiation is incident on the water molecule, a vibration is irradiated to break the bond between the hydrogen and oxygen molecule. Thus, oxygen and hydrogen possess chemical potential energy. Cell phones. The cell phone stores the electrical charges which possess potential energy. As the electrical charges flow towards the batteries, some amount of heat is radiated in the process of storing the charges. Thus, storing charges in the cell phone battery is also due to the radiant energy from the electrical energy. Therefore, cell phones are also an example of radiant energy to potential energy conversion. Disc brake in automobiles. While driving, when you apply the brake to stop your vehicle, the application of brake is a good example of radiant energy to potential energy. The disc brake in the automobile generates heat due to friction. As the heat radiated from the disc brake increases due to friction in the moving automobile, it begins to decelerate, and finally, the motion is retarded. Thus, the radiant energy is converted into potential energy in automobiles. Solar cooker. Solar cooker utilizes the sunlight for food cooking purpose. The solar cooker uses a concave mirror to reflect the sunlight. The radiant light energy from the sun falls on the pan, which contains the food to be cooked. As the light strikes, the concave mirror focuses the light to a single point, and the light energy is converted into heat, and thus food gets cooked, which has the chemical energy in the form of potential energy. Please visit our website lambdageeks.com for more articles on technology, engineering, mathematics, and various other domains. Scientific calculator and many more other tools.